Justin, I'm giving up.
On everything, like the podcast.
I can't
What, like,
find these stupid AEW figures.
oh,
And
okay. Yeah,
it's like it
it's definitely been a problem. I'm in lots of Facebook groups, like those wrestling um figure groups, and it's a major problem.
I mean, I'm using that stupid like brick site, whatever the heck, like the one that checks the inventory for Walmart.
Brick
I
seat.
Whatever it is, it's not important. Um, so I've been checking that, and today I checked it, and I was like, oh my god, there's a place that has it in stock. So it was like 20 something minutes away. It was like 25 minutes away, and I got my car. I drove all the way there. I went in the store. Their card section was terrible. I then went to the figures. They had the stupid ring, but they didn't have the figures. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I just drove 25 minutes through construction to get here. And I walked to like the Funko Pops and like the DVD section. And then I came back and there was like this dude and his kid. And they were like asking the employee at Walmart, what's the deal? You know, like they were standing in front of the wrestling figures. So I asked, I was like,
What's the
can I
deal?
ask what you're looking for? And he was like AEW figures, and I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, and like I listened to the employee, and she was like, oh, like they're supposed to be here on Tuesday, and I'm like, what? So I was like, I asked the guy, I was like, can I ask you, like, did you use that Brick like Seek app or website? And he was like, oh yeah, that's where I found them the other day. They were at the other location that's closer to me, and he said that he got there, um, to he was there to like get them and like there was two other people there that they were like collectors, and like he said he just watches AEW, like him and his daughter watch AEW like every week, so like she likes to play with the toys, and they got like a Kenny and a I'm sorry, a Cody and a Jericho, and she's been like playing with them, so they've been looking for the other ones, um, and like he said between the three of them they like cleaned out the store that's closer to me. So then today, um, I went to that store like after the fact, and they didn't have anything there. They had like the ring and the belt. So I come home, and then I refresh the Brick Sleek website, and like it said that they were in stock. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
You should have
And
called. Dude.
I was like, I'm not gonna go all the way back to the store that I was just at a second ago. So I was like, you know what? Fine. Like, whatever. I don't care. Like when I find them, I find them. I said the last time, and I haven't like been going to search for them except for today when it said it was in stock. I'm giving up on that website, and I'm going to. I'll go to that store tomorrow, and I'll see if they have them. If they don't have them, then whatever. So I have a feeling
So
that these
this
things are
is
going to be
this
rare.
sounds like a bad. This sounds like a bad problem for us. Good problem for AEW because their figures are getting sold, which means more places will
But
carry it and more people will care.
yeah, I guess.
Because like the average, like the crazies like us that go look for them, that go hunting for them,
Yeah.
we're the ones frustrated. But the average person that's gonna go by and go look at wrestling figures and see AW and be like, huh, there's a
Yeah.
Jericho, there's this, there's that. You
Maybe
know,
them in
I
Target,
feel like it's gonna help. I feel like it's gonna help in the long run. Obviously, there's hiccups now and COVID, so like I give them the benefit of the doubt. Because I don't think Walmart was gonna be like, oh yeah, these new AW figures, let's get a ton of them, you know?
Yeah.
Like they probably like got like a limited amount and see how well they would sell. So now that
Mm-hmm.
they're selling and people are asking for it, it's just gonna help everything. I feel like the second wave of when they like release everything, it'll be way better.
Because I even got the scoop from, so at my closest Walmart, there's this dude who has been there from the beginning all the way to to the Hornswoggle and DX gear, back then, like, since that Walmart opened, he's always stocked the toys. And so, like he's kind of annoying, but like, it is what it is. He's doing his job. So like I went to the figures the other day, And I looked, and he's like, "Can I help you with anything?" And normally I'm like, "Oh no, I'm just looking or whatever." But this time I was like, "You know what? Fine." So I was like, "You know anything about the AEW wrestling figures?" And immediately he was like, "Oh yeah, like the rumor is they're supposed to come tonight, so then they'll be here tomorrow, on the shelves, but we don't know. It's all up in the air." And I was like, "Okay, well, thank you," because normally people are like, WWE
AEW.
figures. We have the W and like no no no. So the fact that he knew like what I was talking about, it's like that just goes to show you how crazy it's gotten with those. So
I
I
think
got the
this is a good.
belt.
It's a bad thing for us, but it's a good thing in the long run.
It's a long term. It's a good thing because I thought about it today and I was like, you know what? Like, what if I just um, like I know when I see them all, I'm gonna be like, oh man, like it's so cool. I'm gonna buy them all. But like if I just do kind of like what you do, where you're just buying Undertakers, and apparently Roman Reigns as well, but you're just buying Undertakers. So like if I
Well,
just
one Roman
buy,
Reigns, I need it for the street collection, and I
yeah,
paid
yeah.
$5.
So if I just buy every single Young Bucks figures from here on out, and then I'll just have like a whole bunch of and keep them in the box and just have like a whole bunch of like have a Ravi room of just Young Bucks figures. Maybe not that much, but you know what I mean.
You should get that LJN one on ringside. It went up actually. I feel like they're
I
gonna
know.
sell up.
I
When they go up in price, that means the stock is very limited.
Yeah. I mean, I was
And
expecting
for
those
ringside
to.
exclusives, it's not like you go out and get them, so
Well, I
they
was
kind of
expecting
screw them.
those to go, to be easily accessible, but
Yeah.
then they just never said where to buy them at. Like they never said where to buy them
Oh
at.
wait, I think they're sold out on there now. I don't even see them anymore.
I don't know, but
I don't want them more.
I'll stick with the AW ones and call it a day because I got the Funko Pops.
So, you think a Rabbit gonna collect all the AEW everything?
Um, I don't know because it's gonna be hard for like unless he's gonna buy the whole series straight up, like it's gonna be hard for him to like I don't see him going to hunt for these. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
I
he's
think
gonna
if Rabbit's into something, he'll go buy the whole set on ringside. He's done it
yeah.
before for class.
I think that's definitely what he'll do. He'll just buy it at ringside and like get it shipped to his house and he might not even like he'll open them in the video, like the box, and
Yeah.
then he'll just like throw them back in the box and put them in his basement with the rest.
And then one day when he sells his classic superstars, he'll put them up like on his wall as wallpaper.
Yeah, pretty
I'll get
much.
the Young Buck sign, I get the Cody sign, I get the Jericho sign, I get the Brandy signed.
That would be yeah. I think he'll just like um, he'll take off one by one the classic superstars and he'll switch them out for signed AEW ones.
Hey, Ravi, Mamie, go post that on the Canadian Facebook group. His classic superstars 2 pack. I think Ringside Fest exclusive Montreal Screwjob signed by Brett, Sean, and um, Earl Hebner. And I got offers of 200, which we laughed at, 250, which we laughed at, 700, which he was like counter with 1200, and the guy said 900. And then Ravi, I assume, got cold feet because when I sent him that screenshot, he never replied back to me.
He wants to sell that?
Yeah,
Why?
you just like, hey, take a picture of this and put it in the group, see what happens. And I'm like, all right, I will. And then he posted the Undertaker 1 of 100, and like he's like, how much do you think? I just put in the group, how much do you think this is worth? And everyone's like, at least 1,000 minimum, up to
He's getting.
50.
I feel like Ravi's getting the itch where he's like seeing at how much these can be worth, and he's like, oh, like, hey
I
pal,
think he
like,
saw how much money I made, and he's like, oh my god, I can make way more money than this. I have so much signed stuff in my room,
mm-hmm.
and it's addictive. Once you start, you don't want to stop.
So I mean, I don't know. It's I don't know if he texts you one day and says, hey, the what's like how do I get into this Facebook group? Like,
Oh, he's into some of them,
really?
and people know him too because of the videos.
So you
It's
think
kind of
they're
fun.
gonna give him more? I feel like they would give him they would offer less because it's like, oh, like I know you,
Or maybe like they'll like settle with his price that he's offering.
That's true.
They won't haggle with him as much.
I'll say this. I mean, what are we doing? $1,000, $900, $700? What are we doing? I don't get it. You
Sign
know?
merch. People love it, especially Canada. People love Brett.
Yes, yeah.
And it's a rare and it's a rare 2-pack signed by 3 people.
And now that they're never gonna have, you know, autograph signings again, it's
How rare are autographs now, like to get people since like COVID. Like we don't even know what's gonna happen now because it's gonna be like, how are we gonna go meet wrestlers?
well,
Is it gonna be like a mail-in thing? Oh, mail in your item and they get it signed.
no, I think it'll eventually go back to normal with autograph signings. I think it'll take like a year.
Okay.
Because I mean, look
Uh,
at Kurt Hawkins. He don't give a f about nothing. He's just like, oh, gotta
wear
go.
a mask.
Yeah,
Uh,
mask. Take it
thing
off
that
for a
I've got
picture.
recently, I've got the Jushin Thunder Liger ringside collectibles.
You got
I got
that
my fiends.
in the
I got
mail.
my fiends in. What? Pardon?
You got it in the mail,
Yeah.
dude. I hate ring. I will never buy from Ringside again. Like they suck. Like, where's my Jericho?
I don't know, dude.
I got
Um,
bumped to the bottom. I'm never gonna get that Jericho figure.
you're gonna get it and like by the time the borders open in Canada, America. By the way, the borders are still closed for another 30 days.
Well, I don't plan on coming there anyway. So,
We're not gonna even let you in anyways.
well, fine. I don't need you. I don't need the fries with the cheese
And the gravy.
and the gravy. I don't need that stomach ache.
My Punk ringside exclusive came in. The little trade ski I did with the Major Wrestling Figure podcast belts. That unboxing will be up in a week.
Which one was
Uh,
that? The ECW one?
yeah, ECW one.
Gotcha.
Um, what else I get? Oh, I got another Punk Elite. I paid like 25 bucks shipped. It's like the Elite 16,
Oh, that's the one I got.
the best in the world one.
Looking at that right now, that's the Money in the Bank 2011 one.
Yeah, except I have no shirt and I just have like a title belt.
What do you mean you have no shirt?
It didn't come with the shirt.
Oh, so it wasn't sealed, it was just the loose?
Yeah, 20 bucks for a sealed one. Oh man, I would have flipped that so fast.
Let's say. Wait, so hold on. Wait, hold on.
So
How much does it go sealed?
I don't know, maybe 100, maybe 80.
So you're telling me that the shirt and the box is $60?
Uh, yes.
That's just crazy.
Right now, the bid on the current one with the shirt and the figure is at $32. And I'll probably go up and up and up from
Yeah,
there.
that's crazy,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but hey, it is what it is.
Stuff's rare. Oh, so the last one that sold for $85.
I mean, that's just crazy.
And another one sold for 90. So yeah. And when wrestling, I've noticed wrestling figure prices have been going down because people are working again and
Hmm.
things are starting to settle down. And
You think
yeah,
so?
I think so. I know cars is not like that because I feel like the card fandom is like hitting like a massive peak right now.
I went to one Walmart where it wasn't stocked yet, and so this guy was just chilling there, and I was like, "Oh boy." So then I walked around the store, and then another guy was there, and I was like, "Oh geez." I was like, "You know what? Fine. I'm gonna go up to him." So I went up to him, and I was like, "So we're just waiting here?" They're like, "Yeah." So for a good 2 hours, we stood there by
You
the
wait
card section.
what were you doing for 2 hours, dude?
We were waiting. So okay, so here's the tea. So first off, I'm banning myself from saying that. Second, um, so the one guy works for a soda brand. His friend that I talked to the day before is he works for the same sort of brand. Um, so he can go in back of the store, and so like because obviously he works with the brand where they stock the sodas and whatnot. So he went in back, found where the box was, and he took a picture of it. And he was like, okay, like they do have the box there. So he knew that they were just waiting for the stocker to show up to stock the stuff, because the representative from the company, the MJ Holding Company that does the stocking for cards, they have to be the one to stock it. Otherwise, anyone who touches it can get fired. It's a big deal. So we were waiting for them to stock because normally they stock around between 9 and 11. So, we waited during that time. So at like 11 o'clock,
Do for
we were
two
like, all right,
hours.
what?
What did you do for 2 hours?
Just talked about cards and like, the hobby, and like they were explaining like how they resell the stuff and how they break the
Podcast. I'm
stuff.
like, well, I'm just chilling here.
What?
I would have just plugged in a podcast.
Well, I mean, we were talking. If we weren't talking, I wouldn't just stand there. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna stay here forever, then that's fine. But um, so at like 11:30, the one guy left, and then I walked around the store a couple times, and then I went back, and no one showed up. So I was like, you know what, I'm leaving. So I left. Um, I went home. I was like, you know what, this is pointless, waste of time. Um, I then like, so that was at 11:30. At around 2:30, I went back there, and the stupid Chronicles basketball empty like displays were there, and I was like, oh. So
So
between
wait.
11:30 and 2:30, so if I would have waited 2 more hours, I would have gotten it. Which I mean,
So
at that point,
what happened the last week with this whole thing of I'm not buying cards because I just spent all this money on cards?
I said I was like, here's the thing: the Chronicles was supposed to come out last week. In my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Topps Chrome and Chronicles. It's gonna be great. And then the Robert cards started to go for ridiculous prices. I thought the Luis Robert rookies were going to be like $20. You know what I mean? The rookies last week started at $50 for a week. They didn't sell anywhere less $50. Now they're going down to $30. So I figured they were going to go lower. A few people were like, no, they're not going to drop. I was like, like when you have all these different players and the rookie cards drop, like no, thank you. It's definitely going to drop. So that's what it's kind of doing now. But basketball, if you could find basketball, you know this. Like you got to
Oh,
buy
I got a
basketball.
little text ski saying if you see these cards, just buy them.
I texted everybody. I texted everybody that I knew. I was like, if you see this right here, buy it because you are lucky. Because when I went to the store on Thursday morning, um, I walked by the card section. There was a single blaster box of the basketball cards that I was looking for. I grabbed that thing so fast. I was like, ain't nobody getting to this. And then I turned the corner. And so, like, the one guy I was talking to, like, he was going to check out. I turned the corner. There's a whole cart filled with every single stupid card, the hanger boxes, the blaster boxes, the packs, all in this cart. And I was like, oh my God. So I called the guy. I was like, hey, like, look. And like his eyes lit up. And we're like, oh my God. So the stupid Walmart employee cashier at the self checkout was like, oh, no, 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 those are taken. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean they're taken? And like, so what I've learned since then is the stupid guy who filled up the cart with all the basketball stuff, he left because his card got denied. If you're going to be a scummy person and buy every single thing and put it into a cart, and like you got to have your card ready.
Nah,
You know
dude.
what I mean?
Nah, dude. If I saw that, I'm taking those cards. Like, what's that lady
See,
gonna do? Not buy?
that's the thing where it was like, um, I thought the guy was just in the store. You know what I mean? I thought he went to like the ATM, or I thought he went to like, wherever. I was like, maybe he's in the store, but why wouldn't you take the card? So I was like, this is ridiculous. I didn't know if it was for an employee. I didn't know what to think. Looking back, I probably should have just waited there and just took it all.
You
So
should
what
have just walked up. What is that girl? What is she gonna do? Not let you
that's what
buy
I'm
the
saying.
card? You could
That
just walk to a different cashier.
so anyway, um, because even the other guy, like he didn't like, he we took a picture of it and like we left. So I
Yeah,
found
like at
out
worst, you could have grabbed boxes and just walked.
exactly. So anyway, um, so
That's why when I
apparently,
said that, I'm like, how did you not take any? I would have just okay, whatever. I'm like, I don't care. First of all, this should be limit one, like two per customer. So this is not even fair. So I'm taking one.
so well, because I was like, if this was like bananas and like beans in a can or like soup, like then I could be like, okay, well, like okay, I won't touch the cart. But I mean, look what we're doing. Like, what are we? You know what I mean? Like, so the guy's card got denied and he totally left. He never came back. And like 2 hours after I left, um, like three people were like they just like didn't listen to the lady and they just like went and like bought it all. So it's
How do
like
you know?
well because um the guy like knew one of them or something, so he said it.
Oh,
Um dude, here's the thing. I'm just so done with this. I'm so fed up with it. It's like what like well, this is not a way to spend a day. Like I just want like because I said to shout out to Joe from Motor City Marks. I told him I was like, if I could find one blaster of basketball like stuff, like I'll be happy. Like I miss opening basketball cards to the point where a couple weeks ago I bought like the basketball stickers. I found a couple of sticker packs and I bought the basketball stickers just because I miss seeing like the players. I miss seeing the basket. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where. Like to me, it's never about how much the boxes will go for because I don't care about that. It's I just want to open the cards. You know what I mean? And I'm
yeah.
not going to pay your ridiculous $100 for a $20 box. I don't care about the demand. I don't care about anything. Like that's stupid. They need to figure this out. Like it's not the people's fault. As mad as I can get at the people who buy up all the stuff, you really can't get mad at them because they're just doing, what they like. They're just doing what they can. Like there's nothing that's against it. Target has started to limit people where they're saying, oh, only four per person. But it's like, I mean, even that's a lot when it's four per product per person. Like that doesn't really help at all. I feel like what's going to happen is I think they're going to put it behind the glass like the video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they're going to put it in those plastic cases where you have to bring it to a person and so they can unlock it. Because if I could just go up to the thing, take the display, throw it in my cart, and go check out, I mean, that's not right. So, what all I'm saying is use it while you can now because it's going to get to the point where, like, know what you like. There's a song, it's um, like appreciate what you got now because when it's gone, like whatever. Um, so that's basically the case. But jokes on that one guy who left the one blaster there. I don't know why left one blaster. I got two John Morant rookie cards and one Zion. So
That worth
uh,
how much those be?
I mean they're probably like 20 apiece, but they can go up.
Nice.
I got an Anthony Davis pink that's like $30. So
So you made like $100 off a box, you're saying?
oh, dude, I probably made like I mean, more than that. Like if I wanted to sell everything, I feel like a couple of the other rookies would go for like five a piece. That's the thing with Chronicles. It's like it's just so good. Like the mega boxes at Target, they come with 100 cards, and it's not even
Oh,
about the autographs. It's just about the rookie cards because you can sell a Zion rookie for $30, and like if you get one card, um, that's good. But I don't know, dude. It's one of those things where it's like you walk into every store and you're like, oh man, maybe this is going to be the day. And then you leave and you're like, this is pointless. What am I doing? So,
yeah. So I spent my day today, well, not my whole day, but like a couple hours of my day building a Detolf slash Detolf Ziegler shelf. And it only cost $70, which was fine. They delivered it. It was nice. But and it was the joke was they sent me an email like, hey, for $50 more, we'll build it for you. And I was like, nah. And like halfway through the building this thing, I'm like, I wish I paid the $50. But now I'm glad I didn't. And it was fine. I built it. Pretty easy, not pretty easy. Just you need two people to do it. You have to slide in the glass in a certain part, and it's not fun because you're scared of breaking glass. Building something with glass is
Can't be fun.
scary. It's because
Yeah.
I'm like one wrong tap in a corner and that thing just shatters. But I got it. I got it done with. I put some figures in there. I just threw them in there. So just like to put them in there for display. I'm gonna buy two more of those riser things and like set those up nicely. And by like mid next week, it'll be all done. It'll be all like perfectly set. Hopefully, I'll get some lights eventually in there and then make a nice, cool display. So there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Have it.
This
That
guy on
was
Twitter that Breach just retweeted
what a
got
wait.
he retweeted a box. I'm assuming it's a hobby. Um a hobby box because I don't think it would be a blaster. He got a parallel of Boba Fett rookie. He got that same parallel or refractor and a Mike Trout. He got a Shohei Ohtani printing plate, which is one of one. He got a Jordan Alvarez refractor rookie, and then he got no big deal a red 1985 design chrome refractor auto of Mike Trout. Ever heard of him? Mike Trout. I think that's number to 5 too. So I mean that's just banana land.
And there you go. We're out of here.
That's it.
Till tomorrow.
Go buy cards. Go check your card section. That's
Buy
it.
some figures, you know.
Yeah. Buy just go
But
spend money. Yeah, that's it.
if
All
you
right.
haven't.
We'll talk to you
Bye.
next.